There are people gathering in secret, whispering about you, trying to figure out your next move, and plotting behind your back. They think they can understand your path, control your destiny, or stop what Allah has written for you. But every plan they make falls apart, and often their meetings end in confusion and tears. Why? Because you are under the protection of Allah, and what they cannot face is the undeniable truth of your divine favor. Today we will uncover 5 powerful lessons that reveal why their secret schemes fail, why their envy and frustration cannot touch you, and why Allah's chosen ones always rise above, untouchable and unstoppable. Chosen one, understand this truth deeply. Every time they gathered in secret, whispering your name, plotting strategies to manipulate your path, or attempting to diminish your presence, their efforts were never more than a test orchestrated by Allah to strengthen you and demonstrate His divine protection. They believed they could influence outcomes, sway circumstances, and create chaos in your life. Yet what they intended for harm was transformed into a shield around you, unseen but unbreakable. Every scheme betrayal, every calculated insult, and every secret plan became a barrier that safeguarded your heart, your faith, and your destiny. While they pored over their ideas, thinking they could orchestrate your downfall, Allah was already enveloping you in a protection so profound that no human intention could penetrate it. You may have felt the tension, the frustration, or even the injustice of their actions. Yet every moment of struggle was a silent affirmation of their impotence in the face of divine will. Their conspiracies crumbled not because of your power, but because Allah's decree is flawless, and His chosen ones are guarded in ways the world cannot see or understand. Know, chosen one, that the very energy they used to try to harm you was redirected as a spiritual shield, a divine fortification, ensuring that every step you took, every prayer you whispered, and every act of patience became a testament to Allah's unwavering protection. Their confusion, their failures, and the eventual tears they shed in realizing their helplessness are living proof that Allah does not allow the plans of the envious to reach the chosen, and that no matter how strong their conspiracy, your life remains guided, guarded, and elevated above all worldly schemes. Chosen one, never forget that the tears, the frustration, and the emotional collapse of those who conspire against you are not signs of your weakness. They are living evidence of Allah's undeniable favor upon your life. When they gather in secret, trying to manipulate circumstances, whispering your name, and strategizing how to bring you down, their hearts tremble because they are witnessing a reality they cannot comprehend. Your path is aligned with divine decree. Your steps are guided by a wisdom greater than their understanding, and your destiny is secured by Allah Himself. Every tear they shed, every moment of despair that erupts when their plans fail, is a reflection of the invisible power that surrounds you, a power that no scheme, no whisper, no envy can overcome. Their sorrow is the mirror of your elevation. They weep because their worldly tactics are powerless against the will of the Almighty, and in their breakdown lies proof that Allah's protection and favor are with you at every moment. You may have observed their eyes filling with tears, their voices shaking in secret meetings, and their composure crumbling under the weight of their own envy. Yet all of this is a sign of your spiritual strength, your unwavering faith, and the fact that Allah has chosen you for a purpose that they cannot understand or disrupt. Chosen one, let their tears be a constant reminder. What they attempt against you is nothing compared to the blessings, guidance, and elevation that Allah has destined for you. And their sorrow is the living testament to the truth that divine favor always prevails, shielding you, uplifting you, and placing you beyond the reach of those who try to challenge what Allah has written. Chosen one, never forget that the tears, the frustration, and the emotional collapse of those who conspire against you are not signs of your weakness. They are living evidence of Allah's undeniable favor upon your life. When they gather in secret, trying to manipulate circumstances, whispering your name, and strategizing how to bring you down, their hearts tremble because they are witnessing a reality they cannot comprehend. Your path is aligned with divine decree. Your steps are guided by a wisdom greater than their understanding, and your destiny is secured by Allah Himself. Every tear they shed, every moment of despair that erupts when their plans fail, is a reflection of the invisible power that surrounds you, a power that no scheme, no whisper, no envy can overcome. Their sorrow is the mirror of your elevation. They weep because their worldly tactics are powerless against the will of the Almighty. And in their breakdown lies proof that Allah's protection and favor are with you at every moment. You may have observed their eyes filling with tears, their voices shaking in secret meetings, and their composure crumbling under the weight of their own envy. Yet all of this is a sign of your spiritual strength, your unwavering faith, and the fact that Allah has chosen you for a purpose that they cannot understand or disrupt. Chosen one, let their tears be a constant reminder. What they attempt against you is nothing compared to the blessings, guidance, and elevation that Allah has destined for you. And their sorrow is the living testament to the truth that divine favor always prevails, shielding you, uplifting you, and placing you beyond the reach of those who try to challenge what Allah has written. Chosen one, know this truth. Every tear, every frustration, every breakdown that occurs in the secret gatherings of those who plot against you is not simply the result of failure or disappointment. It is the direct reflection of what they cannot bear to see in themselves, yet recognize unmistakably in you. You are the living mirror that exposes their weaknesses, their insecurities, and their spiritual poverty. And this reflection terrifies them more than any confrontation could. When they look at you, consciously or unconsciously, they see a life aligned with Allah's guidance, a heart that remains steadfast in patience, a soul that emanates peace even in the face of scheming and envy, and a destiny illuminated by divine favor. Everything they crave but have never achieved. They meet in secret, thinking that strategy, manipulation, and control could diminish you. Yet the very act of their plotting only amplifies the truth of your superiority in the sight of Allah. For it is impossible for human deceit to touch someone under divine protection. Their tears are not just expressions of sorrow. They are the emotional resonance of their own unfulfilled potential, the inner conflict between what they desire for themselves and the reality of your elevation. Chosen one, understand that the more they attempt to orchestrate, manipulate, and strategize against you, the more evident your reflection becomes. Your faith, patience, wisdom, and alignment with divine will shine like a light that exposes every shadow in their hearts. The mirror you hold is not one you intentionally show. It exists simply because Allah has placed you in a state of purity, sincerity, and purpose. And in that purity, others cannot hide their own darkness. Every failed meeting, every whispered plan that collapses, and every tear that falls in secret is confirmation that they are staring at a truth they cannot change, a life they cannot claim, and a destiny they cannot touch. You are the living proof of divine alignment, the evidence that sincerity, patience, and faith create a presence that worldly manipulation cannot diminish. Do not be distracted by their envy, anger, or tears. Instead, recognize that each moment of their breakdown is an affirmation that you are moving in perfect harmony with Allah's plan, that your light is a mirror reflecting not only your strength, but also their hidden deficiencies, and that their inability to bear your existence is a testament to the power, protection, and favor that Allah has bestowed upon His chosen ones. Understand, chosen one, that this reflection is not a curse to them, but a divine mechanism to elevate you, to separate truth from falsehood, and to remind you that your elevation will always provoke recognition, envy, and emotional collapse in those who cannot walk the path of sincerity and divine alignment. Let this truth sink deeply into your heart. You are the mirror, and their tears, confusion, and frustration are nothing but evidence that Allah has positioned you exactly where you need to be, and no human plotting, secrecy, or conspiracy can ever diminish what He has ordained. Your reflection is their awakening, their reckoning, and their reminder that divine favor cannot be touched by human hands, and your life is living proof that those who align with Allah rise above every attempt to manipulate, harm, or diminish them. Every secret meeting that fails, every tear that falls in envy or despair, and every moment of helplessness they experience is a testament that you are the chosen one, untouchable, elevated, and perfectly guided in the sight of Allah. Chosen one, understand this profound truth. Every word spoken against you in whispers, every smirk of disdain, every secret conversation meant to belittle you, every hidden plan crafted to undermine your presence has never truly been a weapon against you. It has always been a source of divine protection, a shield fashioned by Allah Himself to guard your heart, your faith, and your destiny. What others intended for harm, mockery, or ridicule, Allah transformed into barriers that no human scheme could penetrate, turning their envy, jealousy, and manipulation into fortresses of spiritual security around you. The very people who laughed at you, who attempted to diminish your significance, who thought that their cunning and cleverness could define your worth, were unknowingly building walls that Allah would use to protect you, to elevate you, and to ensure that your path remained guided and unharmed. Every ridicule, every gossip, every secret plan was observed by Allah, and He wove them into invisible shields of protection that fortified your soul, increased your patience, and strengthened your reliance upon Him. The mockery that stung your heart in the moment, the insults that left you speechless, and the behind-the-scenes plotting that caused you quiet anxiety were never random. They were divine instruments designed to preserve your integrity, purify your character, and reinforce your connection with Allah, because the chosen ones are never left to navigate the storms of life alone. Rather, every storm is a sign that Allah is with them, quietly guiding, defending, and turning adversity into a fortress of protection. They may have gathered in secret, thinking that their clever strategies could break you, but what they failed to realize is that every scheme they conjured only highlighted their own impotence in the face of Allah's decree. Their inability to succeed, their frustration, their tears when their secret meetings fell apart, all of these are not indicators of your vulnerability, but living proof that Allah has elevated you above human scheming, that His divine protection cannot be breached, and that your life is a testament to the truth that the chosen ones are always guarded, even when the world seems against them. Chosen one, the protection that Allah has placed around you is multifaceted. It shields your heart from despair, it preserves your dignity in the face of ridicule, it guides your steps through deception and hidden agendas, and it transforms every attempt at harm into a vehicle for spiritual elevation. While they intended mockery, humiliation, or even destruction, Allah transformed their efforts into your safety, turning every act of malice into a reinforcement of your resilience, a strengthening of your faith, and a confirmation that divine protection surpasses every worldly plan. Their tears, their failed gatherings, and their emotional collapse are proof that their actions, meant to harm you, were incapable of touching the divine favor that envelops you. Know this deeply, chosen one. Every act of mockery, every slanderous remark, every secret scheme was always under the control of Allah, who used it as a tool to elevate you, to purify your heart, and to demonstrate to the world, and even to those who despised you, that His protection is unmatched, unbreakable, and unseen by human eyes, yet undeniably present in every step you take. The very attempts of your enemies to diminish you, expose you, or belittle your life became the instruments of your elevation, the unseen armor that protected your heart and your destiny, and the spiritual mechanism that ensured that you remained aligned with the will of Allah. Remember, chosen one, that mockery, scheming, and secret plotting are powerless against divine decree. Allah does not simply shield the chosen ones from harm. He transforms the very intentions of those who wish to harm them into blessings, protection, and elevation. Every whispered plan, every conspiratorial meeting, and every tearful frustration in secret gatherings is testimony to the divine orchestration surrounding you, a reminder that you are not only untouchable in the physical sense, but also spiritually fortified in a way that no worldly power can penetrate. The mockery of others, their envy, their secret meetings, and their tears, everything they intended to use as weapons against you, has been redirected by Allah to serve your purpose, protect your heart, and ensure that your path remains illuminated, guided, and elevated. In essence, what they sought to turn into your weakness became the foundation of your unshakable strength, your unwavering faith in your divine protection. And this, chosen one, is a living, breathing testament to the truth that Allah watches over His chosen ones, transforms every attempt at harm into blessings, and ensures that no act of envy, malice, or ridicule can ever succeed against the ones He has chosen to protect and elevate above the rest of the world. Chosen one, as we reflect on these 5 powerful lessons, remember this truth above all else. The world may conspire, whisper, and plot, but nothing can touch what Allah has protected. Every secret meeting that fell apart, every tear that was shed, every plan that failed is living proof that divine decree cannot be overridden by human scheming. You are elevated, untouchable, and divinely shielded in ways the world cannot see or understand. Their envy, their frustration, and their tears are not a reflection of your weakness. They are a mirror of their inability to compete with what Allah has ordained for you. Stand firm in your faith, walk confidently in your purpose, and trust that every trial, every plot, every moment of doubt has been a step in your elevation, a signal of Allah's favor, and a confirmation of your chosen status. Know that your silence is strength, your peace is a weapon, your integrity is unshakable, and your destiny is secured by the one who sees all. Let these lessons settle deeply in your heart. The world may try to test you, but Allah will always defend you, protect you, and elevate you above every plan designed to bring you down. So move forward, chosen one, with unwavering faith, unbreakable trust, and a heart anchored in divine guidance, because your life is a testament that the chosen ones are untouchable, unstoppable, and eternally favored by Allah.